So I think that we could move on to our next video.
That's on eye tracking. Yeah.
And round the mulberry bush, the monkey chased the weasel. The weasel thought it was all just a game. Goes the weasel. Again. Around and round the mulberry bush, the monkey chased the weasel. The weasel thought it was...
She catches up with you.
The weasel thought it was all just a game. Pop goes the weasel.
So how old was that baby?
5 months. And I showed it. I don't know if you could hear it, but in the background, I say she can't keep up with you. So that was why I showed it, because I think it's I really encourage parents to do eye tracking with their babies from the start. Even at the beginning, to animate their facial expressions so that they see, you know, wide eyes, open mouth, frowning, different expressions so that they really get used to the movement in the face. And then tracking horizontally and vertically around 3 months. And I tried different ones earlier to see whether they work or not. Vertically, not vertically, diagonally, and then in a circular that we just saw in both directions. So I think, you know, teaching parents the eye tracking is essential, you know, for their visual development. And I more and more, I use, you know, little verses and nursery rhymes in different ways for them to be attentive to whether their baby is, you know, following or not.
It's interesting. So you're kind of recommending fairly slow movements?
Not necessarily fairly slow, no. But she was just going too fast for her to keep up. She just, you know, didn't keep up. So she had to re-engage with her and see, you know, what rhythm she would stay attentive at. Yeah.
Okay. So you need to kind of watch and make sure that they're maintaining fixation on whatever you're.
Yes. Yeah. And right from the beginning, because I had one mom with a 1-month-old telling me that her baby couldn't see her yet. And I said, well, yes, your baby can see you. And so I went over and I was videotaping and she was standing up holding her baby. And I said, I'm going to videotape the baby over your shoulder. And so I went behind, and my camera was quite large at that time. And my camera went over the shoulder and you could see the baby's eyes immediately focus on the camera and then look back and focus on her face. She said, he can see me. I said, yes, he can and sees. And also I went to the other side, and even though I passed behind her head, so I was out of focus, but he tracked me over to the other side. Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's kind of what I meant, that a lot of times when we watch babies, we don't see the purposefulness in it, and obviously don't even see, you know, that they're maybe looking at us, you know. That it seems much too random, but it really can be organized, and it's interesting. Because one of the things that we've learned in the last few years about the eye movements and the eye muscles is that there are two different kinds of eye muscles in each of the muscles, that there are different kinds of fibers. And some of them are more pursuit and tonic, and they have many more of the proprioceptive fibers in them, and will give much more information to the brain about the position of the eye. The other set of muscles that are going along with them are more fast movements, more like saccades.
Right.
And they don't give as much information about position as these small, smoother muscles. So I think that tracking at that speed, where it's a pursuit, where you're following along, is working on those kinds of muscle fibers, and that kind of
Right.
fits in.